lovely Capricorns, welcome to your May 2020 Love and General reading. I'm Gemstone Tarot. This is my cat Valentine having a lovely wash behind me. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, all right, we'll have the Tower. It can come out. 2 major arcana, not too bad. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, cross watchers. Everyone is extremely welcome. Okay. Let's have a looky-see. So good so far. So good so far. So far so good, or so good so far. We'll take it. Wow. This might be the game changer this month. You know, in your readings for the past few months, if you've been with me, it's been building because you had the eclipses in 2019. You had your very difficult year. You had all your challenges. You had the house ripped out, as we've said, and rebuilt, and we're rebuilding now. There's always a pivotal point where, where it becomes too painful to stay the same, and therefore change occurs. And change rarely occurs when we're comfortable. But you know, Saturn is your ruling planet, and Saturn is not really accustomed to or interested particularly in being comfortable. So that's the lucky part. Plus, 2019 kind of got you used to change. Yeah, I like this for you. Let's just put those over there. There will be an extended reading. I will probably use those cards actually. Link will be in the description box. Now, if you watch my dailies, you'll know that I often pull 2 10s together. And you've got the 2 10s that go together. You've got those 2 10s. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. 10 diddly n, okay? Rhymes with ending, kind of. It's a big change. It's a sea change. It's a turn. It's what we call a paradigm shift. It's big. It is endings. It's new beginnings. It's the end of frustration. It's the end of wondering how you're going to do it. Some of you may have had, some of you may have been wanting to end a relationship and you've been wondering how you're ever going to manage it. Some of you have been wanting to get over somebody and you've been wondering if that's ever going to happen. And some of you, I think this could be like all your life, kind of career, destiny, where you're going with it. It's just the feeling that you can't go on like this, but you can do it like that. Excuse the ginger tea, I've got a sore throat. Now, as if 2 10s wasn't enough, we get the Tower, which is a bit like the 4 10s all in one in a major arcana card, okay? The Tower contains all the elements. It's got the fire, it's got the water, it's got the air, and it's got the earth that it's built on, the foundation. The Tower is any kind of falsehood that you've been living by, any kind of false comfort that you've been giving yourself, any lies that you've been telling yourself, or any kind of any games that you've been playing with other people or with yourself are coming to an end in a good but maybe quite spectacular way, which I like. Now, don't worry that something bad is going to happen because of the Tower. I feel like the Tower has been happening for the last year. It's like I said, sometimes with the Tower, it's boom, lightning, ksh, there goes the Tower. And sometimes it's when they do it the nice way and someone's got a chisel, this is my mime, and they're taking it out brick by brick. Actually, someone's been taking it out brick by brick since January 2019, okay? So in a way, you are kind of used to it. But what's going to happen, I feel, in May is that it becomes the peak of the deconstruction. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is good because you can't be any more hurt than that. You can't be any more destroyed than that. It's, you know, stick a fork in me, I'm done. John Cusack in High Fidelity, if you really wanted to hurt me, you should have got to me sooner. It's that, you know. And then the 10 of Wands as well is almost a delicious surrender. It's where you've built up responsibilities and worries and you're carrying them and there they are. It's like a burden. And when you finally reach the 10, it's just like, I can't carry this anymore. I can't pretend anymore. I can't, excuse me, I can't do this anymore. Okay. And I like the energy for you, okay? And then this comes in. This has come up for you loads. Jupiter in Capricorn, the 2 of Pentacles. This is a new way of doing something. This is juggling 2 pentacles through infinity. Now, Saturn is your ruler, and Saturn is a planet of constriction, a planet of doubling down, a planet of working hard and seriousness. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and luck and prosperity, and it always makes me want to make my arms go big for Jupiter. This is Jupiter, like as wide and as tall and as infinite as you can get. And that's why that is Jupiter in Capricorn. You've got the pentacles of the Capricorn and you've got the infinity symbol of Jupiter. And you are going to learn to juggle your life through an infinity symbol. I know. Now, in relationships, this means quite a big expansion on how you view love for yourself, for other people. You may want to get yourself out there more. You know, you may think it's time to meet somebody. You may want to expand on the relationships you have. Certainly for a lot of you, you may want to change the way you earn a crust. You know, maybe you don't want to earn a crust. Maybe you want a career. Maybe this is your side hustle, because this is often my side hustle card, okay? It's my side hustle mine, where you've got a business on the side, or you've got a hobby, which you start to, I don't want to say take more seriously, but you start to play with more. You start to have more fun with life. You start to, I mean, juggling is a risk. You might drop the balls, but also it's a lot of fun, you know? You're going to start chucking some balls in the air and seeing where they land, and maybe you catch some, okay? If you have a side hustle, we also have the 8 of Pentacles, which is the work card. This is your 9 to 5. This is your proper job card. This is Sun in Virgo. This is where somebody, it's almost a bit like a factory, what do they call that? Assembly belt. Where somebody's like, I'm knocking out my pentacles. I got here at 9 o'clock. I clocked in. I did my pentacles. They all look the same. And I'm proud of them. And I nail them on the post. And this is how I work. I work through my day and then I get my paycheck. You know, this is a very solid experience of work. When you get that next to the 2 of Pentacles, you start playing with it. It's like it might not be enough for you anymore to just do what you're told, okay? To just turn up when you should, knock out the pentacles, go home and appreciate a paycheck. There's nothing wrong with that mentality, and a lot of Capricorns are very good workers in that respect. But, like we said last month, Capricorns have that secret sea goat tail that everybody ignores, okay? Looks like I'm stroking the sea goat tail. That's quite weird. We'll stop that. And it's your weirder side, it's your creative side, it's your Pisces side, it's your, what's with all the minds today? It's your risky side, okay? Nice, I like it. Justice, very, very nice. It's about time. The rebalancing of things, digging you out of the big hole that you've been in 2019 and allowing you to build a different world for yourself, okay? These kind of opportunities are rare, and Jupiter in Capricorn is expanding your horizons in all areas, including romantic relationships, how you earn your money, and whether you love what you do on a daily basis, on a money basis, in the friends you have, in the words you speak, in any actions that you take. Oh, you're going to want them to be in alignment with joy. Okay, nice. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Now, half of that, well, 3/4 of that slow and steady, you've already done, because that was 2019. It was like a concentrated drink of a year, you know. You're going to be seeing plans that you've had for a while actually hatching and coming to fruition. Now, it's really important if you are as well looking to meet someone romantically that you are not, of course, in your house every night unless you go online and do it. I don't know, it doesn't matter, however you feel most comfortable, however is safest and nicest for you, put yourself out there, okay? It's not the Capricorn way, I know that. I'm not asking you to go dance on tables unless you want to, but put yourself out there because you need to take your chance with this. I just have a hunch, okay? You get the Strength card. For one or two of you, that might mean meeting a Leo. It could also mean in July and August that a romantic relationship could blossom. But as well as that, it's kind of taking control and accountability for your own strength. If you look on here, there's that infinity symbol again. This is self-mastery, and you have been called into it by the Tower, and it wasn't the nicest of experiences in 2019, okay? It's what took you down. The Tower takes you down, make no mistake about it, okay? You know that, I don't have to tell you that. It takes you down, but you get to build up from afresh. You get to make your own creation, okay? Now, I really like that for you. It really kind of, I don't know, it speaks to me. Let me just have a look at Chuck Spezzano healing card. In the extended reading, I'm going to look at your love possibilities, but also your career possibilities, I think, as well. And also if there's a connection between the two. I don't know what that means, but ooh. Right, oh, these are dark, okay. But I like it. You get the unconscious dark story. This is that's the Tower, okay? It was taken apart in 2019. You may find it comfortable to go back to that dark story, and that is going to be your challenge, is departing from that into a story that is a story of expansion, self-accountability, and creation, okay? And that's in love, relationships, but also in work, career, how you make your money, entrepreneurial things, okay? And you also get the victim card of revenge. Now, you have had, I want the third one actually. Yeah, you have had a difficult time of it in 2019. You know, the universe didn't really have your back then, and that's what it does. It really throws us under the bus when we've got those eclipses, you know, it picks your life apart. It may feel or be very difficult for you to move into a time where you're not feeling like you're skating on thin ice. You're not waiting for the other shoe to drop, okay? This is really important. And just for one or two of you, we've got holding on for the relationship card. Do you remember at the beginning, the Ten of Swords, I talked about some of you don't know how you're going to leave someone behind, okay? Yeah, a narcissist for some of you, or somebody who was not very generous with their time or attention, may have just been selfish, self-absorbed, or narcissistic, you know. I feel like this is going to be able to happen for you in May, and it may be because you start dating again and meeting someone else. And I know, yes, and I know that's not supposed to be the way that you get over someone, and it isn't the only way to get over someone, but sometimes it helps. So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to throw it out there. Self-consciousness. That's my kind of narcissism, self-interested card. The healing card of trust, and you are going to have to trust that the earth has your back, front, sides, top and bottom, and that you are kind of, you've got a parachute, you know, you're being looked after, even though it hasn't seemed like it for a long time. And the luck card of floating on air. So I'll have a look at that again in the extended reading. Nice, nice Capricorn. I don't think I've mentioned justice. What am I doing? I think that's come up in the last 3 months of readings. It's great to have justice sort of slap bang in the middle. I'm just not surprised to see it. It's like the rewriting of things. Yes. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Collect, Baron, read Oracle cards. We get building blocks. This is how it's done, okay? That is a building blocks card. It's a very Saturnine way of doing things. It may seem a bit giddy. It may seem like you have opportunities coming from nowhere in leaps and bounds in love, relationship and career, but actually they're not. You built them a long time ago. You sacrificed a lot to get them. And yes, I knew you were going to get that card. One moment. It's all coming home for you and it's all coming good. And those of you that watch my dailies will know why I'm putting on my tiara for this. Mark my words. Miracles, baby. Do subscribe to the channel. I'm going to go and do your extended. The link is in the description box. See you soon. Namaste.